NBC4's McCullough Medina joins us live at the federal courthouse with the new developments from the courtroom and the pushback from Lemon's legal team. Mac.
Well, Annabelle, and we do have some breaking news right now. Don Lemon has been released. No bond issued by the judge in this case, although there are some restrictions. We're told he cannot have contact with anyone involved in the case, and he must ask for permission to travel internationally. The indictment also was unsealed just about 15 minutes ago. It accuses Don Lemon of being involved in a protest that disrupted a church service in Minnesota. Prosecutors claim he conspired with others, including another journalist, they say, to interfere with worshipers' civil rights and violated what's called the FACE Act, which is bans obstruction and intimidation at places of worship. Lemon denies any wrongdoing and says that he was working as a journalist covering the protest, not participating at all in the protest. Another reporter, Georgia Fort, was also arrested. She actually went live on Facebook as it was happening last night. Lemon was arrested here in Los Angeles. He was covering the Grammys. That's why he was in town here. Now, Lemon and Fort's attorneys both insist that they were covering the protest strictly as journalists, doing their job, and they argued that the arrest raises serious questions about press freedoms. The National Association of Black Journalists, as well as several other journalism associations, have condemned the arrest. Attorney General Pam Bondi posted on X that at her direction early this morning, which was last night for some of us, federal agents arrested Don Lemon in connection with that attack at the church. And then she posted a video message a short time after that saying that if you violate the sacred right, we will come after you, citing that FACE Act. Now, Los Angeles Mayor Karen Bass spoke out about this. We were told she was in the courtroom as well during some of this proceeding. She posted on Twitter a short time ago that the arrest of Lemon was an egregious assault on the constitutionally protected First Amendment rights. Still a lot developing here at the federal courthouse downtown. We're waiting to see if Don Lemon will speak as he comes out of the courtroom. We saw his husband go into the courtroom before the incident, before the court hearing, and we're told by a reporter who was in the courtroom that Don Lemon turned to his husband, blew a kiss, as the judge continued on with that court hearing. Again, released with no bond. Don Lemon out of jail right now. We are live downtown. I'm McCullough Medina, NBC4 News.
Yeah, like you said, Mac, developing news there. Thank you so much for that. Meantime, we're following breaking news. On Capitol Hill, the Senate is taking a series of votes on an agreement to avoid a government shutdown. President Donald Trump struck a deal with Democrats to fund most of the government through next September, except for the Department of Homeland Security. Lawmakers want to take 2 more weeks to negotiate immigration enforcement reforms. The House must also pass the funding bills, but the earliest that can happen is on Monday. And a huge crowd in downtown LA as people gather to protest ICE. News Chopper 4 was over Grand Park about an hour ago. So this protest that you're seeing behind me right there, I mean, a lot of people there, is one of many that are happening across the country today. NBC4's Amber Frias is live in downtown LA, where she's been speaking with those protesters out there. Amber.
Hey, Annabelle. Well, this demonstration out here officially started at 1 p.m., but we got here early and people were already here since this morning. Now, right now, you are seeing less people than what you saw in that News Chopper 4 video from earlier. A lot of the people that were here, we saw them start marching down the downtown streets and away from the City Hall area. We're not too sure where they went, but we are hearing they might be making their way back around. But again, there are a lot of people out here, all ages and from all over the county. The one thing that is similar, though, is their message.
We are here to fight the good fight, and we feel strongly about it, and we need it to stop.
And many of the people we spoke with say they left work or school to be here, saying the issue is much more important than a typical day at work. The event is part of a nationwide protest against ICE aimed at highlighting concerns over immigration enforcement, community safety, and impacted communities. We spoke with a mother who shared her elementary-age daughters have been experiencing anxiety tied to immigration fears. She chose to bring them here today, saying she believes it's important for them to understand and engage in what's going on.
They asked me, what can we do? What can we do for our community? So that's why we're here today. That's why I brought my little girls, so that they can stand up for the community, so they know where they came from.
And organizers say that seeing today's turnout reflects the concern being felt nationwide. They say they intend to continue pushing and organizing more of these demonstrations. But for now, reporting live from downtown LA, Amber Frias, NBC4 News.
Okay, Amber, and we are monitoring those situations out there. Thank you so much. Meantime, Hollywood legend Catherine O'Hara died at her home in Brentwood earlier this morning. She was famous for her roles in classic films like Home Alone, Beetlejuice, and mockumentaries like Waiting for Guffman and Best in Show. She won 2 Emmys for her work on TV. First for SCTV in 1982, and her second nearly 20 years later for her role in the hit show Schitt's Creek. NBC4's Kathy Vara has breaking new details and reaction from O'Hara's co-stars. She joins us live from the newsroom. Kathy.
Annabelle, this is just a huge loss for Hollywood, and it's a shock to many of her fans. She was a valued actor, bringing everything that she had to the table, described as one of the comic giants of our age.
In these bags. Apparently in hell there's no bellman.
For generations, moviegoers knew her as Kate McAllister, the frantic, loving mother trying to get home to her son Kevin, inadvertently creating one of cinema's most memorable catchphrases. Kevin! But O'Hara was much more than one unforgettable scream.
Away, we've just encountered a bit of a roadblock, a holdup, a minor issue.
She became a television treasure as Moira Rose, the delightfully eccentric matriarch of Schitt's Creek, winning Emmys and hearts with her dramatic flair and endless quotable dialogue.
I don't care what others say. That's today's mantra.
Her long celebrated career spanned decades, from her early days in sketch comedy with SCTV to cult classics like Beetlejuice and a wide range of roles in film and television that showcased her incredible range.
Please, they're dead. It's a little late to be neurotic.
Fans remember her not just for the laughs, but for the warmth and brilliance she brought to every performance, a legacy that will live on in laughter, tears, and countless rewatches of her work.
Nobody knew where you were, and your phone was off.
Catherine O'Hara is survived by her husband and 2 sons. Her career and the joy she brought to millions will not be forgotten.
Oh, Kevin, I'm so sorry.
O'Hara's Home Alone son, Macaulay Culkin, there reacted to her death. He made this post on Instagram. Mama, I thought we had time. I wanted more. I wanted to sit in a chair next to you. I heard you, but I had so much more to say. I love you. I'll see you later. Her Beetlejuice co-star, Michael Keaton, posted, "We go back before the first Beetlejuice. She's been my pretend wife and my pretend nemesis and my real-life true friend. This one hurts. Man, am I going to miss her." Thinking about Beau as well. O'Hara's representative said the actress died at her Brentwood home after a brief illness. Annabelle, right now on the NBCLA app and on our website, NBCLA.com, we're going to take a look back at some of Catherine O'Hara's most famous roles and new reactions from Hollywood as soon as they come in. Back to you.
All right, Kathy, and yeah, we will all certainly miss her. Thank you for that. Meantime, we're tracking new developments involving the Santa Clarita Flyers. The youth hockey team is on the ice right now, a day after their van crashed in Colorado. We've also learned the name of the father who died. The crash happened yesterday morning on a snow-covered road about an hour outside Denver. Authorities say the team's van was hit by a snowplow and sent down an embankment. The driver of their van died. Authorities in Colorado released his name being Manuel Alejandro Lorenzana Villegas. The hockey club's president told NBC4 he was a father of one of the girls on the team. He was just 38 years old. And the tournament they were in Colorado for is happening right now. This is video of a